So, Chloe, for today, we're just going to go through the rehearsal with Philippe. So we have Philippe here. So I'll just get your dad, Chloe. George, would you just mind walking Chloe in for the ceremony? Okay, then this is going to be played to music. So just take your time, you don't rush. You can wave to people if you like, Chloe. Wave to the crowd, wave to your friends. Okay. And you bring Chloe in here, and actually Chloe, for the purposes of today, you probably might want to stand over this way for us. Okay, thank you. And then what I'm going to do, folks, is during the ceremony is I'm just going to give a brief introduction and welcome everybody here and tell them, just give a brief outline of why we are here today, because we're here for the wedding ceremony between you two. I'm then going to ask you, George.
Yes.
George is going to read us a short poem, okay? And then George is the father of the bride. I'm just going to ask you, if you give your blessing to Chloe and Philippe here today. And I'm going to offer the blessing to the family and friends. And we hope that they all say, we will.
We will.
Is that what we're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then I will just have a few more words to say. And one of the first things we are going to do as show a symbol of your love, guys, is the sand. So what we're going to ask you to do when we get to the sand bit is for both of you to take one of the bottles of sand, and we'll pour it into this bottle, and will symbolise your journey of life together as well. Okay? Right. Then after the mixing of the sand, Philip, I'll ask you about taking Chloe to be your lawful wedded wife. And then Chloe, I'll ask you about taking Philippe as your lawfully wedded husband. Okay? Then we'll move through the vows. Now, as I discussed when we were going through our notice of intent to marry, I do have to address you both as your full names. So I'll be saying Chloe Rose Hendricks, and you need to repeat that after me. And when we get to you, Philippe, it'll be Philip Gold NG. Okay, and you need to repeat that just once throughout the ceremony. Okay, and you guys will say your vows. Then we will exchange the rings, which I believe George has the rings. Don't you? Yes, thank you, George. So you can come forward then, George, when we're ready to exchange the rings and present them to Philippe. Okay. And then after the ring ceremony, we will then move over to the signing table. And at that time, George, I'll ask you to bring the video camera around so that you can get shots of all the forms that are on the table. Because I need to show that the witnesses have signed each form separately. So Isaac, when I'm calling for the witnesses, if you just would do it one at a time, and I'll call Isaac and I'll call Harry forward. Okay? Harry becomes George. Forward. I'll just get you
George
as witnesses to
Harry.
come forward one at a time to witness the signatures. So you guys will sign first, and just one at a time, Harry and then Isaac will come to the table for the signing. Now during the signing, I believe you have a piece of music that we've decided to play.
Yes.
Yes. Now Harry, you're right with the music to play through
Yes.
that, okay? And then I'll bring you guys back here and I'll introduce you as husband and wife. And we'll be met with lots of cheering from your visitors and family and friends today.
Drink.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That one.
Any questions, or would you like to run through any part? Oh, I did forget, Philippe, that just at the end of your vows, you'll be just saying a little declaration to Chloe's daughter over there. Okay?
Right.
About becoming her stepdad.
Oh, how am I going to
Okay.
remember all this?
I will be reading, I'll read it out to you. I'll take it slowly. I'll take it 1 or 2 sentences at a time. You just repeat after me. Okay? You don't have to remember anything.
Very good.
All right. Okay. So we have our guests here. Thank you, guests. Okay, so just very briefly again, Chloe, you're going to come in with your dad, George, over to here. Okay, I'll give a welcoming address. Then George, you're going to be doing the reading. Would you like to practice your reading, George, or are you okay with that?
Good.
You're all good with that one? Okay. After your reading, George, I will then ask you about giving your blessing to Chloe and marrying Philippe. And then I'll turn to our family and friends and just ask for their blessing as well. And you will all say, we will. Then we'll move to the sand mixing ceremony over here. And again, I'll ask you, Philippe, about taking Chloe as your lawful wedded wife, and Chloe, you taking Philippe. Okay. Then we'll move to the vows, and then Philippe, you will make your promise to Chloe's daughter Emily, and we'll go on with the ring ceremony, signing of the table, and then you'll be pronounced man and wife. Okay? Any questions? Great. Awesome.